What happens when the most dominant champion in WWE history stands face to face with the one man who refuses to bow down? What happens when two titans collide with nothing but pride, legacy, and absolute domination on the line? January 30th, 2026, SmackDown just witnessed something that will echo through wrestling history forever. This wasn't just a match. This wasn't just a confrontation. This was a war between two warriors who would rather break than bend. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand why this moment changed everything. If you love professional wrestling, if you breathe this business, then you're in the right place. SLAMZONE is your home for the most intense, the most emotional, and the most real breakdowns in the game. Before we dive into this absolute battlefield, do me one favor, and I'm asking you from the heart, hit that subscribe button right now. Because we're building something special here, a community of real wrestling fans who don't just watch the sport, they feel it. Turn on those notifications, because trust me, you don't want to miss a single moment of what we bring to you every single week. Now let's get into this. The atmosphere inside the arena that night was electric. You could cut the tension with a knife. The SmackDown faithful knew something massive was about to go down. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the man who has held the entire WWE universe in the palm of his hand for what feels like an eternity, was scheduled to appear. But standing in his path was Drew McIntyre, the Scottish warrior, the man who has been knocking on the door of destiny for months, demanding his respect, demanding his moment. When Roman's music hit, the entire building erupted. Love him or hate him, and trust me, the crowd is split right down the middle. There's no denying the presence this man commands. He walks down that ramp with Paul Heyman by his side, and you can see it in his eyes, the confidence, the arrogance, the absolute certainty that he is untouchable. The championship gleaming over his shoulder like a symbol of his reign, his empire, his legacy. The crowd is deafening, some roaring in support, others drowning him in boos that shake the foundation of the arena. But Roman? He doesn't flinch. He soaks it all in because this is his kingdom. And then Drew McIntyre's music explodes through the speakers. The place goes absolutely insane. The Scottish warrior storms out with fire in his eyes, and you can feel the shift in energy. This isn't a man coming out for a casual confrontation. This is a fighter who's had enough. Enough of the politics, enough of the excuses, enough of watching Roman Reigns stand at the top of the mountain while he claws his way up from the bottom. Drew is massive, 6'5" of raw intensity and determination, and as he marches down that ramp, you know something is about to explode. The two men stand in the ring, face to face, nose to nose. The crowd is on their feet. The tension is suffocating. Paul Heyman tries to step between them, microphone in hand, ready to do what he does best, talk. But Drew snatches that microphone away and the arena erupts. He's not here for words. He's not here for games. He looks Roman dead in the eyes and tells him exactly what everyone has been thinking: your time is running out. Roman smirks. That signature smirk that has driven his opponents crazy for years. He takes the microphone back and reminds Drew, reminds everyone, that he is the tribal chief, the head of the table, the most dominant force this company has ever seen. He tells Drew that he's just another name on a long list of challengers who thought they could step up, thought they could take what's his, and fell short every single time. But Drew doesn't back down. Not even an inch. He fires back, voice shaking with intensity, telling Roman that he's fought through hell to get to this moment. He's been knocked down, overlooked, disrespected, and every single time he's gotten back up stronger. He tells Roman that he sees through the facade, sees through the family, sees through the manipulation, and when the time comes, when they finally collide, he's going to tear down everything Roman has built. The crowd is losing their minds. Chants of "Let's go Roman, Roman sucks" battle against Drew McIntyre echoes throughout the building. This is what wrestling is all about, the clash of personalities, the war of words before the physical battle even begins. And then it happens. Roman shoves Drew. Just a slight push, but it's enough. Drew explodes, throwing the microphone aside and lunging forward. Security rushes the ring, officials pour out from the back, desperately trying to separate these two behemoths before they tear each other apart before their official match even happens. But it's chaos. Pure, beautiful chaos. Drew breaks free and connects with a massive Glasgow kiss headbutt that sends Roman staggering backward. The crowd erupts. Roman's eyes go wide with shock and rage. He charges back at Drew, but security swarms them again. The entire locker room empties out to keep these warriors separated. You can see the veins bulging in Roman's neck as he screams at Drew, pointing, promising retribution. Drew is being held back by 6 men and he's still trying to break free, still trying to get his hands on the tribal chief. This is the kind of intensity you dream about. This is what makes wrestling legendary. Two fighters who genuinely despise each other, who have everything to prove, who refuse to show weakness even for a second. The emotions are real. The stakes are real. And the anticipation for what's coming next is absolutely suffocating. As the segment comes to a close, with officials finally managing to separate them, Roman stands on the ramp, championship raised high above his head, staring back at Drew, who's in the ring, breathing heavily, eyes locked on his target. The message is clear: this isn't over. This is just beginning. And here's where I need you to do something for me, for this channel, for this amazing community we're building together. If you're feeling this as much as I am, if this breakdown is giving you that same rush you felt watching it live, then show some love. Smash that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment below telling me who you think will come out on top when these two finally clash. Because SLAMZONE is your family, and we're in this together. Every like, every comment, every share helps us grow and bring you more content like this. Now let's finish this story. What makes this confrontation so special isn't just the physicality or the star power, it's the history. Roman Reigns has been carrying WWE on his shoulders for years. He's defeated everyone. The legends, the up-and-comers, the Hall of Famers, they've all fallen to the tribal chief. His reign has been unprecedented, controversial, and absolutely undeniable. But every empire eventually faces its greatest test. Drew McIntyre represents something different. He's not a corporate chosen one. He's not a political player. He's a warrior who was literally fired from WWE, who went to the independent scene, rebuilt himself from the ground up, and fought his way back to the top. He became WWE champion during the pandemic in an empty arena, robbed of his moment with the fans. He's had to watch as others got opportunities he deserved. The frustration, the hunger, the desperation, it's all real. When these two energies collide, it creates something magical. Roman fighting to protect his legacy, his family's honor, his position at the head of the table. Drew fighting for redemption, for respect, for that one moment in front of a packed arena where he can prove he's the best in the world. Both men have everything to lose. Both men have everything to gain. The storytelling here is masterclass. WWE has slowly built this tension over weeks, over months. Every time Drew has gotten close, something has pulled him back. Every time Roman has seemed vulnerable, he's found a way to survive. But this confrontation on SmackDown felt different. There was a desperation in Roman's eyes when Drew got in his face. There was a certainty in Drew's voice when he promised to take everything from the tribal chief. The crowd reactions told the entire story. The split arena. Half the fans ready to see Roman's reign continue forever, believing in the tribal chief's dominance. The other half desperate to see Drew finally break through, to be the one who ends the seemingly endless championship reign. That energy, that division, that passion, it elevates everything. And when Drew connected with that Glasgow kiss, when he drew first blood in this war, you could feel the shift. Roman Reigns, the man who always has the answer, who always maintains control, was caught off guard. For just a moment, the mask slipped. The invincibility was questioned. And that moment was everything. This is why we watch wrestling. Not for the predetermined outcomes or the scripted promos, but for the moments when it all feels real. When two performers are so committed, so invested, that you forget you're watching entertainment and you're just witnessing two warriors willing to destroy each other for glory. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre isn't just another match on the card. This is a collision course between two different philosophies, two different eras, two different kinds of champions. When they finally meet in that ring for their official match, something special is going to happen. Careers will be defined. Legacies will be cemented. And the WWE Universe will witness history. So here's my final ask, and I'm saying this because I genuinely want you to be part of this journey with me. Subscribe to SLAMZONE. Join this incredible family of wrestling fans who appreciate the art, the emotion, and the storytelling of this beautiful sport. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our breakdowns, our predictions, our reactions to the biggest moments in wrestling. Drop a comment and let's discuss what happens next. Share this video with your fellow wrestling fans because content like this deserves to be seen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for caring about wrestling as much as I do. The war between Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre is just beginning, and we're going to be here every step of the way to break it down, to analyze it, and to celebrate it together. This is SLAMZONE. This is where legends are made, moments are analyzed, and fans become family. I'll see you in the next one. Now go ahead and let me know in the comments, Team Roman or Team Drew? The battle lines are drawn.